Hey everybody, it's Chance here with yet another episode of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Last time we finished off the it finished off Act One, um, where we did what we were technically supposed to do, but it made the adverse effect. And then Mr. Scratch came up and went like, "Hey, Alan, you idiot! You have no control here. I'm gonna time loop you." So we get zooped back to the beginning of the game, back at the motel, and so we do that over again. Emma seems is more willing to help us and grabbed a bunch of stuff except for the battery, which we had to go get. And then we were like, "Listen, and this thing won't happen to you." And it happened anyway because the forces of the darkness in the story still happen, so to speak. And so we're doing the events over again to hopefully figure something out. And it's funny to me how it's like, for Alan, it's like time loop. Time loop's nothing to me. That's easy. That's like nothing in my radar of crazy things. And it's like, I don't know, Alan. Like time loop's pretty crazy. I don't feel like you've been through things crazier than that, but he's trying his best to be nonchalant, so I'll give that to him. So now we're gonna back to the observatory to do that portion to see how that goes.
Mount Redtooth. Its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
All right.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get that page. Okay, where is... There it is.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Good for her, honestly. She knows what she's here for. And it's the wonder and beauty of space. Wait a second. I didn't refill. Alright. So we're going to her car first. Just to get the battery since we'll know we'll need that. So let's go. Yeah. So we came from there, so we gotta go up here. Alrighty. Y'all can't leave me alone. Buzz off, Buster. Those bombs don't even have half the power of the grenades in Pathologic. You're nothing to me. Okay, it's up there. Oh, can we open this case? Not yet. Yes, we can. Guess we missed this last time. Cool. Nice. Love a new love a new gun.
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer, my dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
You know, like if I met Alan Wake after circulating those absurd rumors, I'd be like, dude, this is your alter ego is so much more interesting than you actually are. Because he's just like the most guy that's ever lived. Like, he's a specific kind of guy, but he's definitely still just a guy.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
Ay, 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 ay. I see you. Never mind, 1 second.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
How many manuscript pages do we have? Alright. Press stop. We're missing the splitter one. Then we have these. So these are definitely the... This is probably the last act. So I almost have everything there. I missed this one, but as it goes. We're still getting some up here, so... I'm still getting these two. Because I got this one, I think, earlier. I mean... It'll probably... Up until here, probably? New reality. And then drive-in theater. Obviously, we don't really know anything here. Alright. I do find it interesting that this place, like, is fictitious, but also exists inside of a real, You wanna try me? Oh, they're all coming in. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this gun. Damn. Didn't mean to miss. are you? There we go. This is a nice gun. Forgot what kind of gun I had though, so didn't use it as well as I probably should have. As it goes. Are we going up here? No. Are we going over here? I think we're going into the main building there, so I think this is probably the way we have to go. Can we go in here? Sorry, there's just glowing stuff in there. Yes, we can.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. Pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again, I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air. You suck, Eddie! Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
Yikes. Well, he was being so heartfelt, and you shattered his whole deal. Very rude. Probably do have to climb up the mountain. Ah. Okay. I think we can go through this way? I don't quite remember. Well, judging from the spawning enemies, that's probably right, right? Not right. There we go. We go up this dirt road. Anything over here? No. Where are they coming from? There they are. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Can we... Come on, I'm not here to play games.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
I mean, sure, but... I also do feel like... I don't know. Like, I understand why Alan feels that way, but, like, it does feel, like, particularly really, it's probably inside. It feels particularly just, like, I don't know. I don't think I agree with it. Let me in. Let me in.
It's you! How dare you! No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs.
Yeah, me too,
I
Alan.
can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you take an amalgamation of a specific type of guy and he becomes like a person. So, like, of course, right? But it's so funny how people are like, they think Alan is a serial killer. Like, I'm sorry. Like, maybe he was a little different in the past, but like, I don't think that by, even if they're obnoxious, I don't necessarily think, ah, that's a serial killer. I just think that's just a guy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do this segment again.
You have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
Because it
A
has.
replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Give me a memento, though. Let me install. Wrong button.
I think we can give this a go. Although I have this strange feeling that something will go
Don't start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Okay, alright. I guess that's how they get you to just not go crazy. That's very funny. Like, hey, talk to our characters. I like how, like, it's a time loop, but the stakes feel so fucking low. It's really funny.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I, but I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal.
The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
What a weird conversation. It's like, I guess she's technically a doctor, but she's a doctor of astrology. It's like, maybe you have an interest in, like, psychology or whatever, but, like, that's not your focus of study at all. Which, again, everyone could have hobbies, but I don't think that's the intention. I do think it's just... She's rational, so she doesn't believe what's going on, but, you know, whatever. It's playing within tropes, and I don't necessarily think it's like... I don't think it's like trying to like play around with those tropes at all, honestly. You know? It's down there. Alright. Where? There we go. Okay, any pages over here? No, okay. Oh, damn, they're climbing. Oh, well, that can kill them? That's convenient. Excuse me, pardon anymore. Oh, I see. This is like... Are you kidding? Where is it? Oh my god. Leave me alone. Oh my god, you are so rude. Ay, ay, ay. That was so rude.
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Are you joking me?
I guess they didn't like that.
Damn mountain's trying to kill me.
Damn.
I guess they didn't like that.
Yeah. I do have to say, I do think that these types of like the flying objects things is cool, but
Damn mountain's trying to kill me.
okay. Come on. I hate when there's more than one. Like, I understand again what it's doing, but like. Oh my god, leave me alone. You're being so annoying right now, you have no idea. At least they're really loud. Oh my god, I get it. I get it, I get it. You're pissed. Grow up.
Shit. Wrong way.
That's just mean. I can't see 'cause I'm getting stuck in the trees. Alright. Oh my god, I just... annoying. Okay, where's that page? There it is.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
Boo. Yeah. Ah, damn, this segment again.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Okay, give me a second. Why am I not fully healed? Okay, hopefully this is a down moment because you can hear the Alan Wake music.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
She's really funny. I like her. Can I use? What are we doing? Oh my god, okay.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Alright, let's get to work. Well, we can get a page.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on. To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
This is the worst part of the game, I think.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman, or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't really want to talk to this version of her, to be honest with you. I
was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
and that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
Or perhaps we're just a twisted
reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
I'm always saying this. I'm always saying this. I am good. Alright. Let's restore power. Get that going. We'll go talk to her, because I do think she had some interesting stuff. This gun's great. This gun's awesome. think there was one more. Did I end up killing that one? Well, if I killed it, I'm not going to complain. That's for damn sure. Alright. Okay, got to a checkpoint. Let's pick up some bullets. Not like I need much, thankfully. Yeah. Fuck yeah. This was what it's all about. Nice. Alright. Please tell me it's not flying stuff, it's just the regular enemies. I'm not... Oh, this is a different weapon, right? It's not behaving in the way the hunting rifle is. Okay, I should probably be closer to shoot this one. Alright. God damn it, I was doing things. You know? Okay, I like the hunting rifle better. Okay, come on. That was rude. Yeah, shoot the gun. Alright. Is there anyone else? Okay, cool. At least they do good with, like, the audio cues, so it's not like I'm floundering.
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know? I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet.
You're a sicko.
Wife.
Yeah, they can't let you, like, actually damage that, because in case, like, you to actually watch it. But It would be really funny if it did just let me like shoot it. I need to be on that side. Yeah, I think I do. Whoops. There we go. We go down here.
Like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
Oh, did I manage to run into the light and, like, despawn them or something? Hey, not gonna complain, that's for sure. Can I open that? I probably can't, but I'm gonna try anyway. I think I like the hunting rifle. It technically costs more, I think. Ugh. Let me in. There's a page over here, it seems. Okay, I have to go all the way around for that. That's fine. Oh, I think I need to go inside first. Oops. Now, where is the entrance? Is it that bumped up thing? Okay, no. Am I missing something, or am I missing something? Okay, looks like I can enter through this way, it seems. I don't remember how this map works. Yippee. Oh, yep, I now recognize where I am, okay. Alright.
For Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
Alright, let's restore power and then do our best not to get electrocuted. I believe it was this one and this one. go. I did it. Ah, these fucking spiders again. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to deal with this. What is that? What is that? That's the sounds they make when they go out of the ground. 'Cause they suck. God, they're so annoying. Okay. Now we gotta go over here. Alright. We need to go this way? No, there's a door over there. We gotta pass this. Now I know the trick. It wasn't like there was ever really a trick, it was just I was missing where I'm supposed to go. Oh, let's get that page first, actually. It's over there.
The dark place is utterly hostile to human life. It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb to madness. Your own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place. As long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
Good for you, Al. Seems like... Oh, it might be on the other side of the building. Oh, going over here isn't useful. But it tries to trick you. Just a teeny bit.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
Alright. We're toward the end of the, toward the end of this thing, so we'll finish this area, and then we'll go ahead, and end it there, and we'll go into Act 3. Ah, the sugar. Forgot about it. There we go. Oh! Uno momento.
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
Alright, let's destroy those pipes. Gotta go a little slow so that I don't goof out. It was already here, alright. Go. Got the first one to trigger. Are you kidding me? I only have like things to do. Did you know that? There we go. Okay. One more to go. Let's just get running. Oh, yeah. Come on, Al. You can do it, young man. God, no you can't, huh? Wish I could see. Ay. Alright. Because I went all the way around, I didn't get to pick up any ammo. Up! Stop! Alan, pick it up! Thank you. Oh, yeah.
The Champion of Light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing. But maybe it's enough.
It's definitely not, but I digress. I just realized I missed talking to Serena. It's film noir. Come on, Alan. I know you know how to read.
It's not enough.
Third time's the charm.
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity.
No matter how many times you come back.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the Champion of Light endures. Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Alright, so that is where I'm gonna leave it for today. I absolutely forgot to go back to, I believe it was Serena, to talk to her. Yeah, I wish they made, like, that initial meeting her, like, better. Because it's just, like, I don't like it. It's not interesting. It's not doing anything interesting. I don't think it's any good. It's just, like, I know that she will be fine when I go back to her, but it was like, I don't really want to talk to you, TBH. Even though, like, again, we got some really interesting stuff the first time around with Alice's film. So we probably could have gotten more about Alice, which would have been interesting, but whoops, I forgot as it goes. So yeah, that's, whatever. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. I will see you guys next time to maybe finish the game. It's not very long. It might mean the last video episode is a bit on the longer side, but um, it depends on how long like the acts are. Because since there's only three, I know I've been doing like two at a time kind of thing. But it's not like there'll be a fourth act. From what it seems like, it's just three acts. So, but I'll try to talk to all our ladies next time for sure. So we can get all that like final loop funsies. Kind of bummed at myself that I didn't talk to her, but whatever. It's as it goes. All right. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye.